Around 2 years ago, I tried this challenge for the first time, and failed immensely. And after Paul GG made his video, I scrapped the idea, until 2 months ago, I thought I'd come back to this idea, but after almost 30 tries of this challenge, I was feeling immense dread. And after all that, I wasn't even getting halfway through. And that's when Alfie said, just restructure the video. So that's why I'm going to survive 100 nights in Minecraft. Yes, I know it's not as flashy as Minecraft Hardcore, but look, I was losing my sanity. Anyways, let's get straight on to night 1. Spawned in the mountains, even though I hate heights, and as every player, I mined some wood and decided to scout out the area, and saw absolutely nothing. After falling off the mountain, I got to half a heart and found a shipwreck where I got 4 iron and a treasure map. Still in the shipwreck night 2, which had no food, so I needed food desperately. Rest in peace, Nemo. I set sail to find treasure, which only really had iron. Night 3, found another shipwreck. This seed must be wrecked. That was a really bad joke. In general, it only had some diamonds and iron, and now I'm starting to feel some deja vu. Then I found a ruined portal with some great stuff. Later, while looking for my treasure, I found a duck out at sea in the middle of nowhere, but I picked him up anyways. Finally found the treasure night 4, which had tons of iron and a diamond. Yep, just one. While looking for my next treasure on night 5, I saw a mountain which looked like a duck. That's odd. Still looking for the treasure night 6, and I'ma be honest, it was a waste of my time. Then I decided to climb Mount Duck and mine through the side of him. Night 7 was spent mining out his skull. That's not dark at all. Trust me, it ain't. But night 8 was spent fighting mobs while mining wood. My shield broke and I panicked. Night 9 is just gone for some reason, but I realised halfway through the script that this was the night Sea Chicken died. He died while I was trying to get him up Mount Duck. Then he died to a creeper explosion. 07 boys. Night 10, finished the walls and started on the floor. Night 11, mined for coal and wood while fighting mobs, as usual. All night 12 was spent mining out the roof. Yes, just mining out the roof. Night 13, replacing the mined out roof with actual material, but realised I needed more wood. So, went exploring and got to 1 heart again. I should really get better on. Once finishing the roof, I worked on a smelter room which I never used. Finished the smelter room though on night 14, and night 15 was spent sleeping due to phantoms. Turned on shaders night 16 while working on Mount Duck, and made it look like a face. This was finished by night 17, and after logging off for the night, I came back the next day to stream. This was a stream where I did some landscaping and ran out of food, so I attempted to become a potato farmer. Night 18 was spent grabbing wood while chat complained about the barrier blocks. Don't be surprised if this happens more than once. The barrier blocks are meant to check how many nights I've lived, otherwise this challenge wouldn't exist. But later that night, thought I'd make a plan room. Also, did you know -1 viewer? And then I decided to make a Now I've made a cross. Night 19 was spent grabbing sandstone as I'd ran out. But night 20, the plan room was complete, so I wrote, number 1, make a farm or I lose food. Number 2, get diamond armor. And number 3, make people subscribe. So did you know that only 78% of people are actually subscribed? Then I lit up Mount Duck. With torches! How would I even burn a mountain? Night 21 was spent making a staircase from Mount Duck, and I later grabbed an egg, spawning a chicken in my base which chat later called Jimothy. Still not done night 22, but thought I'd do some landscaping first and decided to work on some more later. Night 23, still doing the exact same thing, so not much to report. But night 24, I tried fishing and smashed another egg, causing us to get chat. No, I'm being serious, the chicken's name is Chat. Wanna know why? Cause Chat thought it'd be funny. Everybody give him a round of applause, boys. Give him a round of applause. But later that night, they wouldn't be laughing. Every mob that night was out to get me. Even the phantoms came out, and then this happened. Bro, I thought that zombie was just about to explode on me.
Like 3 days.
I can't deal with 2 voices at the same time. Jack, shut up.
This is when I went into absolute dread. Many may wonder why. Well, this world was originally hardcore, but once I stopped streaming, Alfie told me to keep the world, so that's why this challenge has continued. So I revived myself, reluctantly. But on night 25, I was still working on the bridge. Don't forget while joking around. Shut up! I started night 26 by smelting some fish, and then later continued working on the staircase. Night 27, still working on the bridge, but finished later that night, so I illuminated my compound. Still illuminating the ground and filling holes, night 28. Near the end of the night, I got trapped in a hole with low health, so yeah, that was really fun. Night 29, I started working a wall for my compound while filling holes. I seem to be filling a lot of holes. I needed more torches, so night 30, instead of celebrating 30 nights, I grabbed coal for torches. While building the compound, I almost got filzered. Twice! Night 31, I finished the compound walls, but mobs still spawned, so I needed more light. That should do it! Night 32, wait, I think I just got rid of night 32. It was so bright, oh no! Night 33, I worked on the farm all day, but while working ran out of torches, so I went to get more coal. This seems to be an often thing. Then the phantoms came back, so I fled to bed. The start of night 34 was spent killing phantoms, as they don't burn. Wish they did. But once killing them, I continued making more rows. Once getting some wheat, I became a shepherd. Then, while herding sheep, I picked up an egg and well, like what are the odds of that? Night 35, finally got the sheep in my compound and led them in my house where I made a room for them which I struggled decorating. Night 36, I went to my farm to get some food and got some wood for walls and then finished decorating. Then I logged off for the night. Night 37, I started streaming this day and oh boy, we got up to some stuff. First, I decided to grab some food and update the board to make camp, fill holes, and more food. While on stream, I went to fix some trees I had left on their own. Night 38, I started on a campsite area, basically just a place to cook some food. But I also spent some time this night to fill holes, landscape, and place torches. The next night, still doing basically the same things, so... Night 40 was spent flying out Mount Duck. Later that night, me and Clark had a nice chat about copyright while I planted some crops. Night 41. I'd almost finished the farm, so that's pretty cool. But most of that night was spent catching up with Crazy. If you want to see any of these streams, I've made a playlist of all the 100 night streams, which you can go check out whenever you want. Night 42 consisted of literally nothing. I'm really wasting time, aren't I? But night 43, I decided to give some sheep some food in the form of a grass block. Then, later had to sleep. Night 44, I smelted some food while I argued with Clark about inviting him. Clark's still trying to get in night 45, so I decided to recite Phineas and Ferb. Perry the platypus, what an unexpected surprise! Then, I logged off for the night. Night 46. Once logging on, I made a storage bunker and broke tons of trees. But by night 47, I had finished the bunker and started work on a new layer of my farm. Still working on the farm night 48, but I decided to stream on night 49. I decided to invite Jamie. All he brought was bad luck, as he got all the crops spilled, so I said, when did his voice get higher? And then Jamie said, I don't know. I was only joking, so this was hilarious for me. After this joke, it became night 50, which means I'm halfway through. But if you're enjoying this video so far and want to see more, click that subscribe button and the little bell. Well, you know, look, even I can do it. Wait, slow down there. Slow down, Jack. You're clicking a bit too fast there. Anyways, back to the video. Nothing really changed. I'm just continuing tilling land. But later on, I did shear some sheep. And I called with Clark. Night 51, I went to explore and I finally caved, inviting Clark to my world. And surprisingly, he wasn't too bad. He almost did eat Sea Chicken's corpse. So that was a bit traumatizing. He decided to update the plan board to go to the nether with my pet. Then, he decided to ransack me. So much for not being chaotic. Night 53 was mostly spent killing mobs and grabbing coal. Then we went to get iron night 54. And wouldn't you guess it? What time is it? It's Valentine! Yippee! For God's sake. My heart was pounding as I was fighting mobs and dodging phantoms. We slept that night. Now that it's night 55, I found my first piece of iron after ages, but Clark was missing all night. But once he got back to base, I did this.
Billy, I'm giving it to you.
Please, Clark, I need it.
I claim all of this iron. I might be. Whoa!
And that's how you do it, boys! That's how you mug someone. And then what you do, boys, yeah, is you do something called, and that's how you mug someone successfully. Oh my god, it was the most Chad thing I've ever done. Night 56. Made some armor with stolen iron. Thanks, Clark. Later, I grabbed some food. Night 57, I decided to stream again with my friend Pinkish Red. This night was spent setting up stream, and as night 58 had arrived, Me and Red were talking about AI. Then I decided to complain about Alexa's bad hearing. She took that personally because I don't know why, but like our Alexa just loves to just not listen to us. So I'll say like, Alexa, can you tell us a joke? And it'll go, playing joke. My Alexa joke. And it actually picked up. It thought I was... I still have no clue how Alexa heard me from the other room. Later, I smelt the night away. Night 59. Still not done smelling. Red tried to argue with me and failed. Then chat asked about the barriers. Again. But they're not all bad. We have a nice chat. Night 60 was spent rowing. Chat told me to mine straight down, and I said, why would I, the great Jackstar9, ever mine straight down? I mined straight down on night 61 and 62, and then mined straight into diamonds. Maybe chat was right. Night 63, I died again. Not that big of a deal anymore. At least chat cared. Night 64, still not finding any diamonds, so... Night 65, decided to search up a tutorial. Still didn't find diamonds. Not even on night 66. Night 67, I decided to invite Taylor to be my miner boy. Taylor, in frustration, threatened to place a barrier block. Night 68, but got nowhere. Me and Taylor mined night 69. Yeah, haha, yes, I get it, night 60. Then we actually found some diamonds. Taylor tried to steal them, but they were mine. And Taylor found diamonds. I mean, I found diamonds, he found potatoes. I made a diamond shirt night 70, and Taylor decided he was going to go on strike, as I was giving him potatoes. Then Taylor broke my shield night 71, so I killed him. He deserved it. It wasn't immoral. He's immortal! He almost broke my pants, then I screamed at him to get to work! Night 72, I tried to get to Taylor, but I decided to end the stream. The rest of that night was spent waiting for Monster. Night 73, still waiting on Monster, so I decided to plant some seeds and crops. I also bred sheep, and sheared them on night 74. Night 75, we're still exploring like the previous night, but we headed to the mine later on. Night 76, I went strip mining, which the footage is missing for, but... Night 77, I'm strip mining and found diamonds, which is pretty cool. Then, night 78 is missing, but I was strip mining. Night 79, I found a cave with tons of diamonds in it. I had to fight tons of mobs though. Then, my child Monster was starving. I didn't give him anything, I just thought I'd mention. After grabbing my last diamonds on night 80, I went off for the night. Logged on alone, and finished exploring the caves. Then I made a diamond pickaxe, so I mined some obsidian for another portal and an enchantment table, just thought I'd mention. Night 81, still mining obsidian, gotta make sure I have enough. Once making full diamond, I headed to the surface. I had like 11 diamonds to spare, but phantoms liked me so much, they were tailing me, so I slept. Night 82, I built the nether portal and entered to... Great, I'm hovering above lava. So I decided to mine some wood for a shield and decide to decorate the portal night 82 and night 83, but once finishing, I built the bridge but ran out of deep slate, so I went into the overworld. Night 84, still working on the bridge and kept going back and forth. Night 85, I sniped a gas. I'm really good with bows. Then I bridged over lava again. My hands were sweating, my knees were weak, Then the gas started shooting at me. Oh god! Luckily deep slate is blast proof. I didn't even know. Once I'd finished, I needed to make an enchanting room, which I went through with on night 86, but only had 2 bookshelves. So yeah, at least it looked nice. I also wanted glowstone, so... maybe this is why I hate the nether. Night 87, I went to the cave to find some lapis. To make a long story short, no lappy. Still doing the same thing night 88, but later decided to head to the surface. Night 89, I found a new island with all sorts of animals, so I migrated a pig to the base. And then it became night 90. I actually had to rate in real life to continue, as I wanted to stream the finale, which actually did really well. I tried to get most of my friends online, but Stream didn't like me and was lowering my bitrate. So I tested the waters at the start. Then I decided to grab the other pig to bring to the compound, and chat as usual, asked about the barriers. Some things never change. After I bred some pigs, my chat told me to consume them, which I wasn't gonna do. I'm not an idiot. Well, 1991, I rode back to the island and saw a village, and chat told me to slaughter the pigs earlier, so I did. Just not the pigs I migrated. Then I found cows and took 2 of them out, since there was 4. And then I started to row them back to base. Then chat started begging for Red to join stream. This made her real happy, guys. Thanks, chat. Then the pigs saw freedom, so they escaped. So they almost got downgraded to a hole until the phantoms came out. Curse you, Perry the Phantom. Night 92, put them in a hole, That's what you get for thinking this isn't your home. You're mine now. I went to pick up the other cow, and then bread. Also, you're gonna get slaughtered soon, cows. Mark my words. Someone in chat asked me to make a statue, so... Night 93. I was building a statue and panicked. Taylor wasn't helping, so I did it myself. If you need something done, do it yourself. Once grabbing the deep slate, I realised his arm looked like a stub, so I extended it. Finished the arm night 94. Once I'd finished the arm, I started on the other arm, and surprisingly, it looked pretty cool. Then, all my crops grew. I didn't do anything about it, my crops just grew. I made some orange wool, and tried to make some black, but couldn't, so I grabbed some coal. Night 95, only 5 nights remain, so I started to decorate the face, and looked at it while Taylor broke the laws of physics. How are you even doing that? Then I decided to curve the arm all night until night 96. I was working on the inside of my statue, and Taylor saw my boy Steve the Enderman. Taylor then put torches on my eyes, so I got rid of them. So he started crying and punching me. So I showed him my sword. I'ma just let this play out though. R.I.P. Sea Chicken. You will be missed. You kept me company at sea. And you never got to see how far we've come. Rest in peace, Sea Chicken. Then it became night 97. This is the night I decided to build in my head. You could say I was full of myself. That was a really bad joke. I ran out of deep slate, so went to the mines. By the time I arrived on the surface, it became night 98. This night I was forced to call with Switch. Ugh, darn. Then I put rubbish in my head. It was rubbish, to be honest, but I guess I'm rubbish. On this night, I sent Taylor and Switch to get some peace. It didn't last. Then I spawned 2 chickens and let them go free. I let the sheep out of their boats as well. I had to remove Taylor's pillars, and then later decided to breed some cows and grab some food from the farm. Everyone was back for night 100, even chat. This night, I turned on shaders and invited Pinkish Red, and I started looming around my world in first person and reminisced on the week of my life. What I learned? Well... Thank you all for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please consider subscribing. It took me forever, and the timeline on this video looks literally insane. If you want to see any of my other videos, please, look at the corners of the screen. There'll probably be some sort of video for you to watch. And I'm planning on posting more. I don't know. Alright, this video took me a while to make, so, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.